If you missed week 2 of Love Island USA, don't worry. I got you covered and I'm giving out some awards to break everything down for you. The award for biggest villain of the week goes to Zach. At the beginning of the season, he was one of the most liked guys in the villa. Fast forward to now, and somehow he's just turned everybody off, and nobody's liking Zach right now. He is villain number 1. Whether he's stirring the pot or getting involved in other people's relationships or mistreating Casa, Zach is definitely the biggest villain of the week. Okay, now let's go to biggest liar of the week. The award for the biggest liar of the week goes to Sincere. Insincere. That man told Melanie that she was his priority. Then he went and told Soul that she was his priority. And he's going back and forth telling all the guys in the island that he's telling one thing and then telling one. It's just too much. Sincere is definitely the biggest liar of the week. Now let's look at who is the biggest heartbreak. The biggest heartbreak of the week, I would say, from the past week would go to Beatrice. Yes, I feel like we, at the last minute got invested in her connection with Gabrielle. And when the recoupling happened and she was sent home, it was just, I think, very heartbreaking for a lot of viewers. Honestly, a lot of people would have preferred for her to stay over other people that people wanted to see leave the villa. And so I definitely feel like for the past week, she deserves the award for the biggest heartbreak. Now let's see. The next award is for biggest producer fail. Let's look and let's talk about production, because we need to definitely address how in the beginning of the week it was all about Kenzie's Island. The whole Kenzie, Corbin, Caleb storyline has stretched way too long than it needed to be. It was like longer than a Netflix series that should have ended like 3 seasons ago. At this point, the viewers, including myself, became frustrated, confused, and just tired of it. So even though it looks like it's done for now, we're still going to give that award for the biggest producer fail to production. All right. And then let's see. Our last award is going to best couple. Believe it or not, there still might be able to be a best couple award. It's not looking good by the end of the week, really, for none of the couples. But if I had to force myself to give a couple the best award, I would give it to Trinity and Bryce, because they seem to have very good communication. They're always talking, and they definitely do seem like they're each other's besties and have built a foundation of friendship. Now, how that will grow as in a romantic relationship, we have to just stay tuned and see. But right now, I'm going to give Trinity and Bryce the award for best couple right now. And as far as Casa Amor predictions, I would say that Casey and Anaya are definitely not going to survive. I think Casey has major FOMO from how he was missing out on being able to connect with any of the bombshells that came into the villa, and he's going to try to make up for lost time. And Anaya, the same thing. In other words, she didn't have anyone to explore with, so this is going to be her time to shine. So I think that they're pretty much done. Corbin and Kenzie, I think that's done. Let me see. Kada and Zach, I'm hoping that's done. Trinity and Bryce, that remains to be seen. And the last couple we have available is Sincere and Melanie. Now, even though their relationship seems to be the most toxic in the villa, I think that this couple has the biggest chance of surviving Casa Amor. That's just my predictions. What do you think? Do you think that Sincere and Melanie actually have what it takes to be the only couple left standing? Let me know in the comments. Also, who was your biggest villain, biggest liar, and strongest couple of the last week? Did I get the awards right? If not, let me know.